Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian report, starting with the ASX200 here. Now, we've got a few counts here on an intraday basis. It's quite easy to track, so we can drill into that. We know where we are there, but in the bigger picture here, there are a variety of things that can occur here. So this particular move down through here, even though it doesn't count very well in the initial stages here, it really looks like it's actually a 5-wave structure here. So in that case, we would be looking for it to be an A and a B and a C for wave 2, then coming down at that point, or here an A and a B and a C here for a B wave and coming down for a wave 4 here. The move up here counts as 1 and 2 and 3 here, 4 here. So it's possible that this rally here could just take us straight up to wave 5 here. And we'll play for that as well, so we won't miss out on that, and we'll look at that a bit more carefully. But yeah, the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 here, it makes sense to have wave 5 up here. However, just this move down through here, it appears to be 5 waves here, so it's a little bit bearish on that side, so we have to be very careful of the rally here. So we'll either rally for wave 2 and come down strongly for wave 3, or it will rally for a B wave and come down for wave 4 here, coming back to the pretty much the same level as this low through here. Okay, so we've got a few things that are going on here. Just drilling in here onto the 4-hour chart, looking at both counts in a way. As I mentioned, we can have the top up here as a wave B or a wave C, wave 3 here. This could be the wave 4 down to here, as I mentioned before, or we'll have to look at this as 5 waves down here, an A and a B and a C here, as we're tracking well, and then if it's this structure here, then it will give us 5 waves down here and then moving up from there. So as mentioned, there's a few things here. All I can say, and going over last time as well, we're sort of looking at the low here, impulse wave to the upside, corrective wave pulling back to the 61.8%, and we can look for a 5-wave structure up into this area here. Now, it's also possible that, as I mentioned, this wave 4 here, just copying that, can come over to here. It's quite possible for this to continue up here as well. Okay, so we need a little bit of a plan for that. This little area here in the box here is the 50-60% retracement level. So let's just go into maybe the hourly chart here. So where we picked off from last time is that we were in here somewhere, and they're looking for one more little push down. So we've got that sharp move down into our box, and then we've sort of been building from this side here. So this will continue, and this is where we're looking for up here with this. So we were looking at, I think that's roughly the same size here. Wave A will have some sort of relationship to wave C here, and one of the ways that we could work out wave C as well is that with with corrective patterns. So we've come down here and we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Normally the C wave will be on a bit more of a lazy angle. So let's just see how that develops. If it develops stronger than this first wave here, then we'll know that this wave, didn't want to copy that one, I wanted to copy that one. So then if it's sharp like that, then we'll look at this being a wave 3 coming up here. Okay, so we'll be able to sort of get some idea just based on the personality of this. But yeah, look, this is our target area in here, which is basically the midpoint here, the 50, and then expect a reaction from there. And then we've got group 2 here. Group 2 is 65, 72, and 80. And also too, we're looking for 5 waves in this little structure moving up here. So we'll just go to the tick chart to build that up. So let us borrow a few of these as well. So we'd be looking at little wave 1 in there, wave 2 here for the time being. I think wave 3 will be up here somewhere, wave 4, and wave 5. Just there. Have I got any others here, the little blue ones? All my little blue ones must have, oh, not to matter. So little sharp move up here as wave 1, back for wave 2 under this one here, or even under this one here, not that it matters. Then we've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then this is all of a third wave in here. So that little sharp bar there picks out the center of the trend, so the third wave there. And this could have also been brought, I mean, we would have had it up here, we bring it down to here, we bring it down to here, and then we bring it down onto this one here, okay? That's how I do it. So just bringing down on the highs. But I can see here we've got wave 1, 2, and 3 here, and 4 here, and going up into 5 here. So we'll be at 30 here. So 30 is the top of group 1. It's very important. So we'll look for a corrective pattern in this space here, and then pushing up into this, into the 50 area here. The wave 4 pullback. So what you need to do there is better to grab this one here and put that on the top there, wherever that third wave comes in there, and then you'll see the wave 4 here, which will can come back to this space here. So let's just grab this here, this little low in here for a wave 4, and wherever the 38.2% retracement level comes, so that's where that can come back to, and then move up into the 50. I can't draw on this side of the price, so remove that. So expect a correction to come back into this space here. So a move up and back into here, and then up, and having a correction at the 50 there. So that would be a target there. If the 50 becomes support, then you can move back in. So the arrival, the reaction, first high above the level, then the correction, and then looking for support back on here to get back in there again, and you can go up into group 2. So this could also go up much further than all this as well. So we'll have to work out that in a session or two. But for the short term, we'll be moving higher there. So in this, if I come back to 4-hour chart here. So this move down through here, it's not, when we look at the other Asian markets, they're all different of course, but when we look at the Nikkei, for example, we can see that the move down from its move all the way up here, the move down from this point here so far is corrective in 5 waves down, for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. And the move up through here so far, we could count it as an impulse wave, but we should be a little bit conservative and go an A and a B and a C wave here just for the time being. It could go further up at that stage, but what we need to watch out for is an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave before moving up higher there. But because this is corrective moving down here, at some point this high will be taken out. So what that does is that gives the Australian market a chance to move up, just by viewing this one here. The Nifty, however, is the move down from the Nifty here. That's also in 5 waves like the Australian market. So we were looking at the 61.8% mark here. And in that case, we'd have to look for an ABC pattern like this. And of course, this may go up to the 800 and then down. But any support on top of the 800 here, as I mentioned before, then we'll have to go long, triggering our tops at that particular point on that particular level there. But the move up here so far, it can count corrective or impulsive at this stage. I need to see more of it develop at that stage. And the Chinese market. Now, with the Chinese market here, we were looking at This is quite a good count, really, in terms of it being completed here. There's a couple of little glitches, though, but an A wave, a B wave, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that can be the low here. We do have a little 5-wave structure in here, so if I just go to the 4-hour chart so we can see that, blow that up a little bit. So this is it here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's all really quite nice. Now, the only thing I don't know here is that this 5 waves down here, is that the end of the wave 4 or is that just wave 1? So what I mean by that, going back to the daily chart to get the perspective, is this just wave 1 here? We come back to wave 2 here at the 12,500 and then go down for 3, 4 and 5 to finish that off and then move up from there. That I don't know, but support on top, the 61.8% retracement level is at the 12,500 here. So if we get a nice support on top of the 61.8% and also the 500 there, then the bias would be for this market to head higher from that point. But what I do need to watch is basically if it's a corrective pattern to there, then it can come down and we'll need to be short again from there. So yeah, I just don't know that just yet. We just need a little bit more info there, and this will be the same as the Hang Seng as well here. So it's quite possible to have this particular pattern here where we have the A wave here, the B wave over here, and 5 waves for the C wave here, finishing here, and we can move this into here as such here, or this can still continue here in terms of just like the Chinese market, come to here and then give us 5 waves down here to finish that. Or it could also give us an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave for the B wave over here, and then come down from here as well. So I'm still unsure about this, but when I do understand a few little things in here, then we can work with that. So one of the things here is that if you're long off this 30,000 area here, then your target area is the 31,000 here, which is minor level 1, 1, 2 and 3 here. If we get support on top of minor level 1 here, by all means we'll trade up from that point there as well. So I'll just see how that looks on a 4-hour chart. It looks impulsive at this stage, that move here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So what we can do here is we can look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 coming back to here, 4 here, and 5 up here. It may stretch up a bit, it'll stretch up to this point or into this space, and then it's going to have a corrective move here. So, and that will be the support there for that corrective move. So 5 waves up here will give it another 5 waves up through here. So, and any long trade from that point there, so that would bring it back down. So I just talk about stops now. I mean, if you bought now, you'd have to leave the stop under that level there. You'd have to leave the stop under this point here, but we are getting that impulse wave here, which is a positive thing. So if we get 5 waves, if we get 5 waves here, then we're going to get another 5 waves over here. Okay, so need to look for long trades. All right, well, that's it for the Asian markets. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.